Well, that was a snooze fest. Hey guys, it's RealRadman here, back at it again with another video. And today we're going to be talking about the Brickyard 400 that was run yesterday. Obviously, it was Tony Stewart's last Brickyard 400, and the legend himself, Jeff Gordon, returned to race in what should be his final Brickyard 400, but we should know that let's never put anything past him. First things first, I do want to apologize for the lighting, but now let's get right into the video. So the race weekend started off with the big story of Dale Earnhardt Jr. not being able to race, and that means Jeff Gordon would step into the number 88 car on behalf of Rick Hendrick's plead for him to be the relief driver. Tony Stewart was in the front of the field for one of the pace laps to pay tribute to the legend himself in his last Brickyard 400. And then nothing happened. Nothing happened. From the start of the race to lap 120, there was nothing that happened. Kyle Busch started on the pole, and Kyle Busch led the entire race. I mean, I'm not really missing any details there. The only detail we got was from Tony Stewart. Here it is.
Hey, bud. It's a little chilly out here, so I'll try to get warmed up here on this caution.
It's only 111 degrees, Tony. Let's skip ahead to the end of the race. We have this big wreck with Carl Edwards getting loose under Ryan Newman, and that causes a big melee, taking out a number of cars, including chase contender Ryan Blaney. Then we continue with the I don't know how to drive on restarts as Trevor Bayne turns down on Clint Bowyer, and then Clint Bowyer decides to give him a nice little gesture to notice he wasn't very happy about that. We then had Jamie McMurray turn down on Tony Stewart. Jeff Gordon said something really funny on the radio. He said, "I saw the one turning down and thought to myself, oh, he's not doing it." And then he did it, and by then he was already wrecked. Gordon was not involved. Tony Stewart did get some damage, but at this point they were just trying to finish the race. In the end, Kyle Busch did win the race. It was a very, very, very dominating win. It really made this race. There was nothing to talk about in this race. The one thing I can talk about was the suicide strategy of Penske Racing. So for those of you that didn't watch the race, at the beginning, Penske cars decided, hey, let's not pit. We're not going to pit until the end of our fuel run. Everyone pitted around lap 25 to 30 because their tires were running off. Penske cars decided to go the full fuel run to lap 40 and wanted to do it on 3 stops. They wanted to do the entire race on 3 stops, thinking, hey, there'll be no cautions. We're going to, we can't beat the Gibbs cars on speed, so why not? So that was the suicide plan, and of course, it did not work out. Even though Joey Logano did get a good finish, they were going for the win on that plan, and yeah, that didn't work. Kyle Busch would go on to win the race. He was very dominant, as I repeat, and he was just really, really good. He made no mistakes all day. The last couple of restarts, no mistakes. People tried getting on his quarter panel. Every single one, Kenseth, Logano, they couldn't get to him. And now this was something at the end of the race that I really loved. Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon taking a parade lap, one last lap around the Brickyard. Most likely for both of them. I'm pretty sure for both of them. It was fantastic to see because these two are the guys that I've seen growing up with. They have been the top of the sport for many, many years. They're 2 of the top 3 guys that really brought this sport into the modern era. If you don't know the third guy, take 24 times 2. That's the third guy. It was an honor to see them race. Me as a Gordon fan, I loved seeing him race again, but Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon showing the respect to one another, knowing how great they both are, respecting your competitors, respecting the fans, respecting the track. It was great to see a lovely, fantastic moment. Honestly, the best moment of this entire race, because unless you're a Kyle Busch fan, there was nothing else to really be rooting for. One last thing I want to touch on, the attendance. This was the last lap with Kyle Busch. Look at the crowds. It's just there's nothing there. Front stretch, turn 3. Oh, it might be better in turn 1. Nope, nothing in turn 1. You can see right there. Coming back around to turn 3, nothing there as well. This has some falling to do on NASCAR. The product on the track was not very good. They did bring the low aero package, but the problem is Indianapolis, it doesn't matter. If you put a stock car on Indianapolis, it's going to be incredibly hard to pass. There's so much turbulent air with the race cars that they just can't get up to someone's bumper, get them loose, and get by them. Once you get up to someone's bumper, you will slide way up the track and lose the nose. Happened over and over and over this race, and that's just the product we're going to get at Indianapolis. It's still a big race. It's still the Brickyard 400, but that is why fans don't go to the race. It's a little bit too expensive for the on-product racing. You're only paying the price because it's the Brickyard. That's what you're paying it for. In the end, it did get a little bit more exciting because of the cautions, but Kyle Busch had this race under wraps for a long time. The entire race, he had it done. Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart was the second best story. Jeff Gordon coming back out of retirement and Tony Stewart's last Brickyard 400. Again, the parade lap was fantastic. So yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. It's the end of the post-race discussion. If you like these videos, hit that like button. Let me know what you think down in the comments below about the race, and we'll have a discussion down there. I'm going to keep making these videos if you guys like them. If not, then that kind of sucks. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. There's going to be a lot more NASCAR content coming up on this channel. Until then, guys, I hope you're having a great Monday, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.